Sir Rahul Vaish. So welcome sir on YourPedia.
Thank you.
So I had interaction with you 2 days back also, and today it's a live session. That means students all over India, if they have any questions, we can also take their questions and we can go forward. So Professor Rahul, you are Dean Academics, and I would like to discuss a couple of points with you today.
You're most welcome.
So the points which I want to discuss are related to the interdisciplinary research program in IIT Mandi, and the innovative name you have given, that is Cook Your Degrees. And the next point I would discuss later is related to internship opportunities for students. Then I will discuss about various self-sponsored master's programs you have launched recently. I will be discussing about another innovative term you coined, academic tourism, which is very relevant for IIT Mandi. And then tinkering activities for school children who can come to IIT Mandi during summers, and they can learn a couple of things here. So I start with my first point, that is related to interdisciplinary research program which you coined Cook Your Degrees. So what is the meaning of cooking your degrees?
Yes, so I would like to elaborate the interdisciplinary term. When we talk about an academic, the interdisciplinary is very important, not from the research point of view, but look forward at different level. If you talk about UG degrees, you talk about PG degree, then PhD, then the faculty, R&D, and so on. So with the new education policy and with the vision of IIT Mandi, we have this kind of interdisciplinary culture in all the academic activities, so that because this is something which is a need of the nation and need of the society, where we should have the interdisciplinary something, and which will be towards applied engineering or some product based engineering. If we talk about particularly from UG onwards, let's talk about UG first. We have a sufficient, it's actually different kind of baskets are there in UG program, where the students are enrolled in particular specialization. They're supposed to do those specialization related courses which are compulsory. Apart from that, we have a freedom which is called free elective, so that student can choose the free elective based on their interest, which make them more interdisciplinary. And at same time, we have a different other keywords or the provisions, such as minor programs, such as major programs, and which is called double major program. Then we have different kind of combinations. A BTech student can come to the Mtech research or the research based program, so which make them the interdisciplinary. So we have no boundaries if the students are enrolled in some particular UG program, and they should be bounded towards that.
Okay.
If you see, we have a school culture. We have many schools: School of Mechanical Materials Engineering, School of the Computer Science and Electrical Engineering, and School of Mathematical Sciences, and so on. So where we have the faculty is not compulsory dealing with that particular branch, but they can be from any other specialization. They have a joint appointments. For example, the School of Mechanical Materials Engineering, we have a faculty from physics and chemistry as well, which is intentionally has been done because of some creating some interdisciplinary culture, so that we should have some understanding on the science as well as the engineering. And if you talk about the UG, say we have a many flavor there, something called double major. So it's like a 5-year program, 4+1. Student can opt based on their interest anytime after 4 year or within 4 year, which make them like a BTech in mechanical engineering and double major in computer science, and so on. So there are different kind of combinations are available here. BTech in mechanical engineering and major specialization in data science, and so on. So this is something where we feel that there should be interdisciplinary. And then if you go to the other programs such as MSc, and MSc also have significant amount of free electives. So say MSc in mathematics, they have a free elective courses, they can do it. Apart from that, we have a scheme of audit. So a student can do n number of courses which will reflect on the transcript, and they will not consider for any other purpose, but it is good for that academic knowledge, and as well as the interdisciplinary culture which you are talking about here. Then we have if you talk about go to the MA or MSc, MTech, we have a different provisions where they can choose a number of courses from anywhere. Then especially in the just now we have passed another, our senior has passed another norms where the MTech research, particularly Master of Technology in Research, it can be actually made tailor-made design or the tailor-made program, where the student can choose some finite number of courses in particular basket,
Mm.
and the thesis work. Then he or she can make that particular program according to their specialization.
Okay.
For example, some student wants to do say solar energy specialization. So in on website you may not find that we are offering Mtech in solar energy, but with that flexibility you will have only Mtech with the 5 courses or 6 courses related to the solar energy and some thesis work. And then you will get degree which is printed with the Mtech specialization in solar energy. So it's like n number of combinations can be formed. You can go to CAD CAM, you can go to manufacturing, you go to advanced manufacturing, or so n number of combinations is possible based on the interest
Of the students.
of the student. So this is something which is, and if you want to do really highly interdisciplinary, then also is possible. You can do it n number of courses from n number of departments in the school. Then we can also offer you Mtech research.
Wonderful.
So it's a very tailor-made thing. So I think one advertisement has gone already on website.
Yes.
Where large number of Mtech research are mentioned there,
Yes.
and the bottom is mentioned Mtech research in interdisciplinary areas. So which is something which you can cook according to.
Degree. So cooking the degree means you can choose out of your interest,
And the same thing will reflect on the thesis, on the degree certificate. So choosing is something, and then it should be awarded with the same name.
Okay, wonderful.
So that will.
Yeah. So Professor Rahul, now as we know, we are live and students have joined with us and they are asking their own questions also. There is one student, I think he's from NIT Warangal. And he's saying that, sir, I'm not able to apply for internship program which you have provided. So maybe some kind of issue or something. I don't know. But he's saying
NIT Warangal, we have MOU and they are welcome to apply. There may be some
technical glitch or
technical
something.
problem. They may write directly to the dean office or maybe OS system. There is already an advertisement mentioned if you get any problem.
So the details are provided.
Helpline is mentioned there. They please write there specifically and immediately reply will come.
Okay. And Professor Rahul, now you were telling me the other day that our dates have been extended.
Yes.
So for the admission of master's program, I think. So maybe that also we can tell students because many are not aware.
Dates are extended for the internship.
Okay.
No, for Mtech
Master's
research
program,
also is
self-sponsored
extended
programs.
up to 20th of April.
Yes, that is what you told me.
So I am hoping those things are already reflecting on the website.
Yeah. So their students were saying that, sir, we are not able to apply in some of the courses. Last dates are over. But I want to tell you that last date is not over. Earlier it was 15th. Now it is extended to 20th of April. That is where I think the new dates are.
Yes.
So I think there is a Dr. Rao from I think some college GPREC. He's saying my college G Pulla Reddy Engineering College of Kurnool, Andhra Pradesh was established in 1984. How can we execute MOU with IIT Mandi? So what is the procedure?
Yes, we can have some dialogue. The professor can write to me or director. We can discuss and at initial level what are our terms and conditions, what we feel that what we can contribute towards the win-win situation, so that we can also develop, they can also develop. So those some initial dialogue should be happen. We can have some time video chat or something. Based on that, we can
actually we will be discussing about academic tourism, that term which is very interesting, and we want people from all over India to visit this part of India, especially during summers. So Professor Rahul, is there any constraint on IT system that we can have MOUs with the particular regional institutes?
No, nothing like this. We welcome all the people across even the globe, rather than talking about India also. So we welcome to everyone just to have look for some kind of
credentials or some kind of
not only is like contribution towards the society, some meaningful contribution. So otherwise we welcome all the community, irrespective to the region or the caste.
Okay, so we move forward now. Professor Rahul, you were talking about interdisciplinary research program. You have explained very well, sir. I would like to ask you, like, what is the ultimate benefit for the student to cook his degree? Suppose he cooked his degree and made a very good blend for himself. Ultimately, उसको benefit क्या होगा?
So what I feel that if you are cooking your degree, cook your degree which is tasty. So tasty means here I should say that it should be a demanding. It should have a job aspects or wherever students wants their career.
Yes.
For example, they go for some R&D. and they feel that the R&D has this particular area, then they should cook the degree towards the R&D. If they look for example, VLSI is a very like have a bright future. So if they're cooking the degree in electrical, please cook to the VLSI so that you will get some job, good job.
Okay.
So that's why cooking should, some tasty things should come.
Yes.
And healthy, we will take care.
Yeah. So healthy and tasty.
Yes.
And here that simply means like जो आपको interest है and plus जो requirement है market में, उनको combination we can do that.
Yes.
Now, Professor Rahul, my second point. First point was interdisciplinary research program, which you very detailed way you have explained, sir. Now coming to internship. Couple of days back, IIT Mandi came out with the list of some paid internship programs for, I think students are going to get some scholarship in that, and that is with the institutes which have MOU with IIT Mandi. So, sir, we want you to tell us more about this program.
Yes, actually, if you see the meaning of internship, it is just not a 2 months visit in IIT Mandi.
Yes.
We wanted that the young generation should motivate towards the joining our journey of IIT Mandi for the higher education purpose. And we had earlier without MOU open to all India the open advertisement, and we could not find a sufficient the significant output out of that, and we thought that we should have a strategic movement. So we gave the privilege for the some with payment to the all MOU institution, because for them we have already discussed with their authorities, and we feel that there is some complementary interest and some movement is there. And apart from that, even we are not stopping anyone that they should not apply. Anyone can apply. Just go to the faculty website, write to faculty. Even personally, I am getting a mail from the many students from many across the India, and based on the even it's not even paid. If they may be paid also, they may not be paid.
Wonderful.
So it's based on the faculty. If they have a project, most of the time faculty have the project, and they will pay you sufficient amount for your living expenses in IT.
So what you said, Professor Rahul, is that we have MOU and we have internship, and that is paid one. But if some student who is interested with IIT Mandi, they can mail the respective professor with whom they would like to work and do internship. So if it is not paid, even then they can join it also.
And then also it may
then
be
also
paid.
there is a chance.
There is a chance that they have their own personal projects. From there they can support.
That largely depends on
90% we do this.
अच्छा 90% उसको भी मिल जाएगा.
We do this. If we say yes, it means we are doing it.
No, Professor Rahul, what we see is like everybody wants to do internship with professors like you, and in the research facilities like IIT Mandi बहुत अच्छी research facility है सर. जैसे हमारे पास बहुत अच्छी labs established हैं. तो क्या कोई लिमिट हो सकता है कि स्टूडेंट्स हो, ऑब्वियसली लिमिट इज देयर, तो कितना इंटर्नशिप के लिए बच्चे हम सोच सकते हैं?
Normally we have no limit. It's just a small limit with our hostel size. But when we have intentionally did it for the June and July, when there is a already vacation for our regular students, so hostels are available. Just based on the student, how many I can say, for example, myself, I cannot guide more than 4 and 5 students. It's difficult for me. So this is the limit. Otherwise, institute side there is no limit based on the
faculty. But then we have many professors.
We have around 170 faculty to multiple by 5. I say 5. It may more. This is faculty interest and their bandwidth.
So, Professor Rahul, I also have another question here. आपका जिनके साथ MOU साइन है या इंटर्नशिप के लिए स्टूडेंट्स आना चाहते हैं, and you have also mentioned that 100 students you want to accommodate. Let us say, sir, you don't get 100 students from those institutes.
There is a chance that we can open
this for others.
Such provisions
that can be there. Also. So that means we can motivate students who are interested. They can apply for these particular internship programs.
Sure.
Now, Professor Rahul, these 2 months which you have chosen, June and July, there must be some reason why we choosing these 2 months.
This is done intentionally because we have a vacation.
Yes.
And the
hostel facilities are available.
Mostly our regular students are on vacation, so we can give more time to the students.
Okay.
So that is another aspect. Our say PhD students are there in our lab. They will be free from TA duties. They will be free from course load. So they will be effectively guiding them also.
Because and what about weather, sir?
Weather is
compared to rest of India.
I think the rest of India, the Himalaya is the best weather we will find.
To be in June and July.
Yes, and mostly night time is more pleasant.
Okay.
There is no kind of there is no concept of air condition here.
Okay.
We have a centralized AC from the God.
So these are the other advantage during these 2 months. When rest of the India, there is a lot of weather is very harsh, it's very hot summers. But in Mandi, this part is let me tell all my viewers here. This is at altitude of approximately 1200 meters. that over the sea level, and that is a very pleasant environment here. Now, Professor Rahul, after internship and interdisciplinary research program we have covered, now we come to your third main point, which I want to discuss. Your one of the initiation you have taken, uh, and that is related to master's program. I'll discuss. Uh, for master's program, student take admission through gate score. That is what Mandi used to follow. IIT Mandi used to follow earlier. This year, sir, you have started self-sponsored programs also. These kind of programs were already existing in some IITs like IIT Hyderabad, Jodhpur. This year, I can see this program launched by IIT Mandi also, IIT Kanpur also. Self-sponsored program, and that is Masters Mtech RA. That is what we are offering students. Please tell us about that program.
Yes, so we have a MTech research which already added in a website. So there are provisions that a student can opt even part time. There are different kind of schemes, part time. Then we go for the self-sponsored. Then we say sponsored with the ministry. What we give some monthly fellowship for them. So we have a different kind of schemes. Not only this, we also support with a sponsored project which the faculty have already. So from there also they can support. So for ministry side, we have a compulsion that they should be GATE qualified. And for others, rest of the schemes, there is no such compulsion available.
Okay.
So if they choose sponsored research project, so normally it should be mentioned with the faculty will see during the interview time. So they may support from there also. So with the equivalent of same fellowship, and the last will be self-sponsored. If say there is no faculty sponsored project, or there is no government of India scheme or fellowship, then something called self-sponsored, where the student have to pay the same fees which they are as a regular student. There is no any division or changes in the fee structure. So for us, all the students are same. Just they will not get the fellowship. For that, if we can support up to some extent based on their services to the institute and institute building, which can be for some kind of helping in tutorial laboratories, making some kind of prototype, and similar kind of institute building kind of thing, some website, some app. So those things, the service, we will have a mechanism to pay them, and that payment will be in such a way that it will be at least surviving in the institute with the handsome money for lodging and boarding.
So his own expenditure he can meet
Easily.
So as you said, Professor Rahul, like internship, maybe you have said that even students come without some kind of funding or scholarship. If he's doing good and professor has project, then he can get something.
Yes.
Similarly, you are saying self-sponsored also.
They can also get the same thing, and more than this, at any lifetime when they are enrolled here, if they get the GATE qualified within after admission here, they immediately shift it to the ministry.
Okay, that is very important point, sir. I want you to explain that again.
So
suppose he got registered,
you are registered as a self-sponsored,
right, sir?
And during after here admission, if the
you clear GATE,
is cleared the GATE,
then he will start getting scholarship.
Then immediately they can switch to the ministry fellowship.
So at least एक साल वो ले सकता है, sir.
बिल्कुल.
Suppose 2 साल के लिए है, first year he was not having GATE.
Second year, February normally it happens.
So he will keep on continuing his program, and then he will get a scholarship.
At the time, whenever they get some switch to this, a similar kind of thing in PhD also.
Right, sir.
So PhD also, whenever they qualify, they can go with this kind of switch.
Okay, so they can get that. That is wonderful information, sir. Professor Rahul, there are some questions I would like to take from audience now. Shekhar Gola is saying that many students have doubt about placements of interdisciplinary programs. So can you please tell us something about that? I think he's mentioning about interdisciplinary programs which you are talking about.
So if you see interdisciplinary program, like for example, if you talk about UG, right? UG is more focused with some specialization. But if you go to the BTech in data science, computer science, electrical engineering, they have a wonderful placement. And overall, if you see the mechanical engineering and others also, some 90% or 80% placement is already done.
Okay.
So that's why no problem. What I feel, interdisciplinary program is, yes, definitely. For example, if you go with the wrong side, say you are cooking your degree,
you have to cook properly.
You have to cook properly, so that you see the market before going to that degree.
तो कैसा taste आएगा उसी के हाथ में है.
Yeah, definitely. So that's what we create a flexibility.
Yes, sir.
So don't cook a interdisciplinary which has no use, or maybe right now demand is not there.
Yes, that is true.
But I'll tell you one thing: whatever degrees are there, R&D or higher education always have the scope. So that's the avenues are always open for all the people, whether they cook safely, healthy, or maybe tasty.
Yes, that's wonderful. So I don't know, this question I should ask you, Professor Rahul, but there's a student who is talking about how are the VLSI placements? So that is wonderful, I think. But
I think this is the biggest salary in IIT Mandi. I don't know the exact number, but it will be highest number in placement in Mtech.
among IITs, you are saying?
Among IIT Mandi, I know because this is the matter of our CNP cell.
Okay.
They may know the
They will
exact
comment
number
on
because
this.
the numbers varies.
But I visited yesterday, was I think launched, sir, VLSI Society of India. Chapter of that was launched, and I could interact with so many VLSI faculties. And I realized that not only this center is very dynamic, और बहुत ज़्यादा research facilities बहुत अच्छी हैं, करोड़ों के funds हैं यहाँ पे.
We have a good R&D facility. Even India is moving over. Government of India is pushing lot more plan to make it a like a R&D hub towards the VLSI, which is major area. Right. So that's where I think there is a bright future.
VLSI otherwise also is a very sought after course. आप normal institute में देखेंगे, then also placements are very good. But I realized here that one of the labs which I visited, it is believed that this one is the best in India among IITs also. So crores of projects are there in that lab, and I could meet many of the mentors in VLSI. There are, I think, very healthy pool. I mean, rich enriched faculty. More than 11 members in VLSI, faculties in VLSI itself, doing marvelous research work. So that anybody, even layman like me, can comment that VLSI का placement बहुत अच्छा है. So this then I think, Professor, this next question I'll take after I go for our next point of discussion. So after we have discussed now interdisciplinary research program, internship, and self-sponsored master program, now we come to your another very innovative term you coined yesterday. I heard first time, that is academic tourism, and I think that is only relevant for IIT Mandi.
Yes, so we are in the state where the tourism is the prime economy factor and it's the more important for us. So if you see faculty or IIT Mandi regular students, we are already doing academic with tourism. We are already in tourism right now. Just so we are privileged that people are used to come here to visit, but we are already here and with job. So, but this academic tourism is more open to the people who are not long-term associated with IIT Mandi.
Okay.
So they may be faculty, visiting faculty. They may be students who are not here for a long time.
Okay.
So this academic tourism is important if you're looking for some part-time job, the programs associated like a PhD part-time, or you're looking for some kind of Mtech part-time. So where is a more attractive. The people who are already in some working professional working in some company, or they are looking forward or every vacation to enjoy some hilly station. So that's we offer them is a more welcome thing that you please come here and join us for some program, enjoy your summers and get some degree from IIT Mandi. So that's the way that so we are unique and only IIT which can do this kind of like a multifunctional approach for your academic activity.
Professor Rahul, is this not similar to a small short-term course जो 2 month के लिए चला दी जाए, या कुछ अलग है?
So it's like, for example, you have a PhD. If you enroll in PhD, part-time PhD, working in some MNC or some company, then you can complete the PhD in 4 to 5 year program, 4 to 5 year duration, and you can visit here for we have a compulsory visit for 15 days in every year or every semester. Every year it is there, so that they can come for 15 days and they finish their research work, interaction with the faculty, and they can feel they can enjoy IIT Mandi, and they can go forward with the another year task to complete their PhD. So that's why it's important and interesting that they can spare some time for the vacation, but at the same time that can utilize for some kind of academic achievement.
So as we know, Professor Rahul, that part-time PhD otherwise may take 6 years, 7 years. So as per you, if somebody is already doing job somewhere, लेकिन अगर पूरे साल में 15 दिन निकालता है, and that too for maybe tourism, उसका tourism भी हो रहा है because there are places in vicinity. तो वो 15 दिन annually निकाल के सर 4 साल में उसका हो सकता है PhD. Is that?
Yes. So they have to work like a PhD is the Doctor of Philosophy, where the the candidate has to put lot more effort.
Hmm.
So normally we have a online provisions where the student can complete all other formalities with the online mode. Like this is the research work where you have to do day-to-day weight activity with your supervisor. So those things can be done online, but everything cannot be possible in online. You have to come sometime IIT
Sometime you
Mandi.
have to visit.
So those 15 days are compulsory, so that we can have some kind of emotional or kind of some
Some kind of
relation,
bonding with them.
some bonding with our
Students.
future alumni.
So, Professor, this is only for PhD or MTech also?
Mtech research also we have a part-time provision where also same thing is explored. At the same time, we are going to offer new program which may be next couple of months, which is called Mtech executive programs, where the mainly online activities are there. But same time, we would like to make them academic tourism. There should be enough species there that it can be created tourism, and we will try to interact and welcome all those working professionals here.
Professor Rahul, IIT Mandi is a unique IIT where I think people will come not only for IIT Mandi, they may come for, as you said, tourism. Himalayas, where just say there's a tourism sector in and around Mandi, Kullu, Manali, people know Rohtang Pass, they know. So somebody may be coming to IIT Mandi also 15 days of his lab work or something, and for tourism also. So this is a unique program, and IIT Mandi is located in such a place where they enjoy tourism.
Yes.
Now, but all over India people come. It is not that nearby.
No. We open part-time PhD and
for everyone.
For everyone all over the India.
Okay.
And that's the and just they have to write to the faculty based on their interest and their expertise.
Okay.
And then we welcome. So and even admissions are open around the year. There is no deadline for July, June,
So
July.
can you say, Professor Rahul, this is a part-time but fast track?
Fast track is depend upon the candidate progress, but definitely this is the kind of more tourism kind of thing to attract the great thing is in all the IITs the candidates supposed to stay or complete semester long stay in those respective registered IITs uh, to complete their the coursework as well as make some bonding with the supervisor. So we found that this is the IIT which is located little away from those metro cities. So we made it not compulsory for a long semester stay. We made it like a bifurcations in a 15 days and so. So that the 15 days at least, I assume that this all employee can find out some time from their busy schedule in a year and they can
visit this place.
But it's difficult to stay for 6 months continuously. So that has been relaxed. So this is only IIT where we relax such kind of.
So looks like it is a very good opportunity for all the students who want to do their masters and PhD and at the same time visit IIT Mandi also. Now, what one student is asking, is there any, there is, I think he's talking about filling of the form, but I don't think, Professor, this is the ambit of Dean Academics that is related to, many students are facing that problem, let me tell you that, but dates have been extended. 20th April is the last date. There is a student is saying that there is some kind of issue coming in final submission of Mtech self-sponsored program. It is not happening without gate score. That is that many students have told.
Even I get some information from there. Please write to helpline, whatever emails are there. I will chase them by tomorrow.
Okay. Right. So I think you need to go for helpline. Now, Professor, I'm coming to our last interaction point that is related to tinkering activities. So I want you to tell us these are the activities related to students. So what is this all about?
Okay, so we have created a platform where there are many kind of funny or you say very fantastic experiments or demonstrations are there. So this thinking lab names looks like for kids, but it's not only for kids, it's for all age from 7th standard to maybe age of 50 or 60, all faculty. So just to create the importance of interdisciplinary, we have a different magical setups, a different concept which they explain the different concept of physics, chemistry, mechanical engineering, electrical engineering, and many more. So it's a growing stage in going everlasting way. So we have around 300 to 400 setup right now, and there is one already on website. One small that video is there somewhere where they can explain this,
Okay,
explore it.
one particular thing is demonstrated.
Yes, so there are many things are there, 2 to 300. So it is just make it to show the importance of different the branches. Say I am from mechanical engineering. If but I do not feel any respect for any other engineering, what they can do. So it's very important that they can go and see there how the importance of electrical engineering is there. What is the magic from the mathematics? What is the magic from the physics? So that is just to motivate all the children from the all ages as well as the faculty, so that they can go with the interdisciplinary nature and they can motivate it towards making our education simple, because they are motivated. And same time, with the new education policy, we feel that this is something kind of demonstrations. So we say teaching beyond the classrooms. So they are something that you see something and learn lot more things rather than the lecture based the classes where we have to speak more on theoretically, and you could not understand properly because there is no demonstration. So that's where the motivation was to make that let's have something where the student can see and learn directly. So concept from, you go to Faraday law, Lenz law, eddy current, you talk about Ohm's law, you talk about levitation, you talk about a different kind of smart materials, you talk about different kind of energy sources, you talk about different kind of renewable energy sources, then you talk about different kind of communication techniques, then you talk about Wi-Fi techniques, you talk about data transmission. So what are the technologies available? So those are the setups, working setups are there. So which can give them some information or some motivation, or this is the way the things work. This is the way that they can create something.
So, Professor, what are the main learning, I mean, technologies we have kept there? All fields of engineering we have kept?
Our motive is to make all field, but this project was started 2 years back. So we have mainly from physics,
Okay.
and mainly from mechanical engineering, and some more on smart materials. We have many for energy systems.
Okay. And what is the duration of this program we have kept?
This thinking lab, if you talk about thinking lab, this is just a lab.
Okay.
So we expose our students here.
Okay.
Whenever they come here, say first year BTech student, they used to come here and visit the first, so that they can see this is called engineering, this is called something that they have to make. And these things they can, this is the small prototypes, where they make it bigger, that is the real product.
But can student come with their parents, stay here, and they can learn in the lab?
Yes, so Tinker Lab also we are planning the activities where the workshop kind of thing, 6 days program, 7 days program, like this, where like we will open those workshops, so that the students can come, children can come from other part of India with their parents, stay here, and we will give them the sufficient motivation and training in 6-7 days, where they can also feel academic tourism. Apart from the teaching of the children, the parents and children can enjoy their vacations as well. So that's why this is another the area where we are now going to open our new avenues.
Okay, Professor Rahul, do we have some kind of teachers training modules in IIT Mandi for teachers who are serving in other colleges?
So yes, already I think a large number of the faculty already visited IIT Mandi from the primary, secondary schools. We have a center of continuing education, which is managing all those activities, and we give them time to time training in different modules. For example, they are interested in mathematics, or they are interested in physics, or they are interested in robotics, machine learning. So those modules are there, and they conduct the workshop. Already, I think on website some information, some coming the workshops are going to happen.
Wonderful.
So those.
Okay, so Professor Rahul, now you represent second generation IIT, though it is more than 10 years old institute now and made a big name for itself. But the department which you are handling, Dean Academics, academics is something which is related to curriculum, and
Yes.
that is in the state of evolving. So I would like to ask you, like, what are the various challenges Dean Academics typically may face in second generation IITs?
So we face just a major challenge is the execution.
Okay.
The information which from you, thanks to you,
Okay.
that we are able to circulate to all our the potential candidates and the students. So this is a major challenge, that whatever policy we are making should reach to the ground level, so that the student can utilize and they can be motivated and they can use all the resources within those schemes. So this is a major challenge I feel. We make many policies and this India is big. So the information should release and reach to the
students
to each corner of the.
Wonderful. Now we have come to almost an end of this entire session. So I'll be summarizing the session. But before that, I want you to tell anything to the prospective students of IIT Mandi, sir.
Yes, I feel that if you are interested to go higher education, IIT Mandi is a good area or a good destination, not because of tourism which we were talking, but because of we are in younger generation. So we have a lot more flexibility. We have a lot more freedom. We make our rules without any lot more frictions, and which is difficult if you go to the big universities. For example, Aligarh Muslim University, you go to IIT Kharagpur, they are already giant. So to change anything is little very difficult. But second generation, third generation
more
IITs,
flexible.
they are flexible,
Full of energetic faculty
yes,
members.
so we are building our society. We are making our norms. So you can join us for this particular journey
in the process.
Yes, and even not only the process for education, but you will get chance to work with us to change the reform of our education,
That's true.
because we make our rules from the student to the student. So whenever we talk about any decisions of the school, there is a big role of our students who are participating in making rules, because those people are only telling this is the difficulty, these are the challenges, and this is the scheme that we want. So we go with that. So this is the way we define our rules and regulations. So that's the good experience. So where I was studying as I was graduating from IC Bangalore. It's a big institution. My role was just like a student, not making any policies anywhere, participating. So the learning will be a little confined. But here you will be a more leader apart from the academic curriculum based programs.
Wonderful. So new generation IITs have got their own strength. The faculty members relatively young and full of energy, and as we know, it is very easy to write on a clean slate, and you can create your own culture, and all these center of excellence are creating their own culture. So the glimpse of which you have got from dean students, that is day for yesterday, then director of the institute itself, Professor Bara, and today Professor Rahul, dean academics. So you are getting to know about the concepts on which IIT Mandi is working. So I summarize now entire our live session here with Professor Rahul. So we discuss about the interdisciplinary research program which IIT Mandi is creating, and these are the courses which are created tailor-made for various industrial needs. That is wonderful thing. So you can major in particular domains, and then you can take away your degree, which is very respected and valued by the industries. Second, internship opportunities. Be the part of IITs through internship. Learn there, and if you have tagged IIT, you have learned from the professors of IIT, it helps you. Then self-sponsored master's program. Even if you miss the bus by not clearing gate, here is the opportunity, you can do that. Academic tourism, enjoy Himalayas and enjoy the studies. Tinkering activities, I mean generating or igniting the minds of people for scientific things which our professors are doing. That is what our entire discussion today it was, and I'm really thankful, Professor Rahul, for giving such elaborate answers and detailed explanation to all my points. On behalf of all my students here, my viewers here, I really thank you for the time.
Thank you.